At the end of 1999, an unusual phenomenon known as the storm occurred. This event caused time to reverse several years, starting from the 1920s and progressing up to the 1990s. On December 31st at 11:59 p.m., a heavy rain began to fall. Within seconds, people vanished, streetlights dimmed, and the era suddenly changed, moving backward. The storm, a powerful downpour, triggered a series of events that altered history, leading to an alternate future. Simply put, the storm is a harbinger of destruction and the emergence of a new era. The storm also gave rise to mutant humans called Arcanists. They are individuals with unique and extremely powerful magical abilities. Only Arkanists and Timekeepers can perceive the storm. Despite their strength, Arcanists fear the storm and constantly seek shelter to avoid its effects. Humans who do not become Arcanists are susceptible to the storm syndrome, which can cause them to vanish from existence without realizing it. Vertin has a dark past. She lost her mother in the storm when she was a child. We will play as Vertin, the timekeeper who works for the Pavlov Foundation. Our goal as the timekeeper is to end the storm and uncover the mechanism of its reverse time system while protecting humanity from the manus vindictae. Another duty of the timekeeper is to record the rise and fall of each era. The timekeeper is the only person capable of witnessing the moments of destruction caused by the storm, seeing the surrounding world transform, and watching time move backward. Vertin is the only Arcanist capable of doing this, which is why the Pavlov nicknamed her the Timekeeper. Pavlov Foundation is a government-like organization tasked with maintaining global peace against the Manus. The Pavlov Foundation recruits Arcanists from all over the world and trains them to work for the government. Therefore, all Arcanists must be registered and are required to comply with the world government. While the Pavlov Foundation strives to protect world peace from the storm, the Manus Vindictae does the opposite. The leader of the Manus Vindictae, Momi Arcana, recruits Arcanists to dominate the world through the disaster of the storm. The prologue, This Is Tomorrow, opens with a setting in England in 1966. We are presented with a scene where a young woman with a British accent is broadcasting a radio show aboard a ship. The radio host on the Apple ship is named Regulus. In this scene, Regulus refuses to be detained by an investigator from the Pavlov Foundation. Why would she be detained? Because using incantation or magic skills without a license from the St. Pavlov Foundation is considered illegal and a violation of the law. Regulus is suspected of mastering incantation and not being a registered Arcanist with the Pavlov Foundation. In the mission to capture Regulus, Vertin is assisted by a formidable Arcanist with the rank of captain named Sonetto. Although both were raised in the Pavlov Foundation, Sonetto is an investigator highly skilled in using incantation and possesses excellent combat abilities. Vertin, on the other hand, is the timekeeper, whose role is to protect and monitor Arcanists during missions from the impending storm. Sonetto is also equipped with a teleportation skill stored on a floppy disk, allowing her to rapidly shift locations to pursue her target. Is Vertin also a powerful Arcanist? The answer is no. In a conversation with Sonetto, Vertin expresses that she is not a reliable or powerful Arcanist. She hasn't even been trained to fight using incantation. Although she isn't proficient at casting incantation or using magic skills, Vertin, our main character, possesses above-average analytical skills and intuition. The Timekeeper is the only Arcanist who can accurately predict the occurrence of a storm. Regulus rejects Sonetto's offer to join the Pavlov Foundation and attempts to flee. This leads to a fight between Sonetto and Regulus. Sonetto wins, and Vertin approaches Regulus to ask her to do something. Vertin, who is not just a timekeeper, is also not afraid to defy the instructions of the Pavlov Foundation in this prologue. She wants to save these Arcanists without involving the Pavlov Foundation. Perhaps a motive of distrust or suspicion will be a key ingredient in the reverse 1999 storyline moving forward. This lack of trust also causes Vertin to deceive Sonetto in the final moments before the storm arrives. Sonetto, running out of time, is forced to teleport to escape the disaster of the storm. The mission to capture Regulus fails. As a timekeeper, not only equipped by a storm clock, Vertin also equipped by a magic suitcase. The suitcase that Vertin possesses functions similarly to the one in the movie Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. That is, a small suitcase that contains a vast space to house all types of beasts in the film's lore. In reverse 1999, when Vertin's suitcase is opened, it reveals a massive area containing rooms to shelter Arcanists when the storm strikes. This is also the reason why Vertin displays numerous ornaments and trinkets inside her suitcase. These items belong to the people she encountered before the storm arrived, and Vertin keeps them as a way to commemorate those who were lost to it. Regulus is the second person Vertin has attempted this with. In their conversation, Vertin promises to help Regulus escape the pursuit of the Pavlov Foundation, provided Regulus agrees to face the storm with her. Then a scene appears where Regulus is stunned, witnessing the MC's true power. Regulus, forced into the small suitcase, watches the moments the storm arrives. Firstly, yellow, then pink rain falls backward, moving from the ground up. Buildings twist like in a comic book. People in the crowd stop moving. Sound goes silent. Time seems to stop. And at that moment, England in 1966 is destroyed and reverses in time. The time goes backward into 1929. Regulus witnesses all of these moments, seeing Vertin outside, completely unaffected.
I'm here to protect you.
And then, Vertin meets Regulus in the suitcase. They discussed a lot about the suitcase's power and about Vertin's mission. The suitcase can shelter most of organic matters, except non-Arcanist human.
Maybe.
After hearing Vertin's full explanation, Regulus's heart is touched. She becomes convinced that Vertin has a different vision from the St. Pavlov Foundation. Vertin explains that she will uncover the mystery of the storm and find the answers with her own hands. Long story short, Regulus finally agrees to join the St. Pavlov Foundation and agrees to be registered as an official Arcanist. This leads to a new chapter. In Our Time, Chicago, Illinois. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for another chapter of Reverse 1999. Ethelred signs out. See you at another video.